The Force is back. The rebels won't tire till they see the last of the Empire. And Kenner's there with Star Wars Return of the Jedi collection.
You're in my sights, Luke Skywalker. Not for long, Darth Vader.
It's an Imperial TIE Fighter. Action figures each sold separately. Batteries not included.
Time for the old surprise swoop. Our wings hit. Not bad for a beginner, but I'll be back.
Imperial TIE Fighter and action figures each sold separately from Kenner's Star Wars Return of the Jedi collection.
Hello and welcome to Flashback, Star Wars Obsessed, and we're in 1983 with the release of the battle-damaged Imperial TIE Fighter. TIE Fighters were designed to attack in large numbers, overwhelming the enemy craft. Standard attack squadrons consisted of 12 fighters, while full attack wings were made up of 6 squadrons. The Imperials used so many that they came to be considered symbols of the Empire and its might. They were also very cheap to produce, reflecting the Imperial philosophy of quantity over quality. Contrary to popular belief, the ship did possess ejection seats, but the nature of space warfare often resulted in pilots riding in their craft down to a swift end rather than ejecting and risking slow death by heat loss and oxygen starvation in the vacuum of space. The ejection system was more formality than anything else. Given the delicacy of the craft, by the time enough damage was done to require the pilot ejecting, it would likely have already destroyed itself. The design choices of the TIE LN could arguably be explained by Imperial military philosophy, which viewed the starfighters and their pilots as an expendable asset. Though Imperial pilots were an elite stock, they were also expected to consider themselves expendable, in accordance with their ideological training. The battle-damaged Imperial TIE Fighter is a spectacular addition to the Imperial naval fleet for die-hard collectors to prove that their TIE LN starfighter had suffered minor damage in combat. With a set of 6 all-new labels which could be utilized to create a battle-damaged look, this was a clever way for Kenner to resolicit the vehicle in 1983 and distinguish it from its original 1978 release. Kenner also decided to recast this TIE Fighter in a more authentic blue-gray color, trying to make up for the bright white color of the original TIE. Beyond this difference in color, the battle-damaged Imperial TIE Fighter vehicle still possesses the same special features as its predecessor. By pushing the button on top of the battery compartment, you could trigger battle sounds and a flashing laser light, and open the cockpit's hatch and press a lever to raise the seat to accommodate a pilot. Pressing the release buttons on each side of the cockpit hatch would make the wings, solar panels, fly off the vehicle, simulating a crash landing or destruction via combat. The most distinctive feature of the battle-damaged TIE Fighter, a feature utilized in every iteration. Unlike the battle-damaged X-Wing fighter from 1982, this TIE's box text does not suggest that there are 2 label applications for the vehicle, with a standard set of TIE Fighter labels to make the craft look brand new, and then a set of worn labels, which could be placed over the other to make the vehicle complete. There was a notable difference. Whereas the cockpit hatch used on the original TIE was entirely solid, the one developed for the battle-damaged version featured 4 slots, which allowed one to peer inside the cockpit. Here is my battle-damaged TIE Fighter that I got much later in my collecting years. I don't know why I ignored this in its original release. I guess I had the attitude of, hey, I already have a TIE Fighter, I don't need another one. Very different than the original white, so why wouldn't I have gotten this, right? Yeah, I was kind of dumb sometimes. It still looks really good. The stickers look really nice. Look at that. They're very shiny. Like, it was really well taken care of, you can tell. Both the inside. Very nice. Both sides have very nice stickers. This front glass part is a bit yellowed. And I noticed that this blue is different from this, as you can see. I'm wondering if it's a case of the type of yellowing that happens with the plastic. And since this has electronics, I couldn't put it in peroxide, but I might be able to cover it with the peroxide cream and see if that could change the color back to this type of blue. Although I can't do it for this because of all the stickers. I don't want to remove these fantastic stickers. Unfortunately, it does not work I tried it with the batteries. No sound. I think it's because of that. There's a bit of corrosion, and I would have to clean that. Probably here too, maybe. Everything else looks really nice. I don't know why it took me so long, but I'm so glad to finally have this in my vintage Kenner Star Wars collection. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and click subscribe. You can check out other flashback videos here and here. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you for watching Flashback, Star Wars Obsessed.